Good afternoon, students. Sheikh sir for chemistry. We discuss about the new lesson of chemistry first. The name of lesson is solution. Means we start the chemistry from the solution, not the problem. Then remember that the name of the lesson is the solution. First of all, we just learn about some introduction of solution. Before this, we take the definition of pure substance. Pure substance is defined as the substance which consists of only one type of particle, called as pure substance. Pure substance which consists of only one type of particle. Pure substance which consists of only one type of particle called as pure substance. Then, for example, sugar is pure substance because it contains only sugar particle. Because it contains only sugar particles. Likewise, milk is pure substance because it contains milk particle. Salt is pure substance because it contains salt particles. Then, when two pure substances mix together, they will be called as mixture. Mixture is the combination of two or more pure substances. Then there are types of mixture, that is, first, porous mixture. In porous mixture, we just mixing the two pure substances in any proportion and they are not completely mixed into each other. Example is that salt in sugar. Salt in sugar. It is the porous mixture, or sand in soil. Sand in soil. It is the porous mixture. Then next is the suspension. When suspension is also the mixture in which the particles are easily seen by naked eyes and they are separated by simple method of filtration. Simple method of separation like filtration. Then example, the soil in water is example of suspension. Then third one is the colloidal solution. Colloidal solution, simply called as colloids. Colloids in which the particles are not seen by naked eyes because they are so small that they are seen. And example of colloidal solution is ink in water, ink in water, milk in water. These are the examples of colloidal solution. And true solution. True solution. This is important term for us because our lesson is also solution. True solution is nothing but the solution. Hence, true solution is defined as the solution in which the solute particles completely dissolve in solvent. Solute particle completely dissolve in solvent. They are not seen by naked eyes. Not seen by naked eyes. Homogeneous distribution. And also not separated by simple method of separation like filtration. Then these are true solution. True solution is nothing but the solution. Then we start from this part, that is the true solution. Before this, we just again take some base of the mixture in which the two types of mixture mostly we learn here, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Then among these 1, 2, 3, 4, the true solution is homogeneous. The true solution is homogeneous. Porous suspension is heterogeneous. Suspension is heterogeneous. And colloidal solution is heterogeneous but appears to homogeneous. But appears to homogeneous means actual the colloidal solution is heterogeneous but it appears to be homogeneous. Then what is meant by homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. Homo means same, geneous means character, means the solution which exists in only one phase, exists in only one phase. It is called homogeneous. Second, uniform distribution of particles throughout the solution. Third one, homogeneous mixture, that is they remains same uniformly if we kept it undisturbed. It means that the particles are not settled at bottom. The particles are not settled at bottom when remains undisturbed. Some again extra points, that is it does not shows Tyndall effect. It does not shows Tyndall effect. Next one, particles are passing through filter paper during filtration, means they are not separated by filtration. Then we learn about the heterogeneous mixture, in which the heterogeneous mixture exists in more than one phase. Second one, uniform distribution of particles throughout the solution. But here heterogeneous mixture, non-uniform distribution, means the particles are not uniformly distributed throughout the solution. Third one, they remains same, but here the particles are settled at bottom. The particles are settled at bottom when we kept it undisturbed. Next, extra points like this. This shows Tyndall effect. And last one, particles are seen by naked eyes and particles are not passing through the filter paper, that is they are separated by filtration. Then it is about the basic terms related to the solution. First, pure substance. Second, mixture. Then mixture, porous mixture, suspension, colloidal solution, true solution. Then again homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture in which the particles, the two mixtures are existing only one phase, uniform distribution of particles. Next one, they remain same without changes. That is, the particles are not settled at the bottom when remains undisturbed. Next one, it does not show Tyndall effect. And last one, the particles are passing through the filter paper. That is, during filtration, the two substances are not separate out. In heterogeneous mixture, the mixture exists in more than one phase, hence it is called as heterogeneous. Then distribution of the particles, that is solute and solvent particles, non-uniformly distributed throughout the mixture. The particles are settled at the bottom when remains undisturbed, and it shows Tyndall effect, and it not passing through the filter paper, means they are separated by filtration. These are the characteristics of heterogeneous mixture. When you want to write the part on the board, then pause the video and then write it and then again continue. If you want to discuss again, then in short we just discuss that by taking the example. When we add the salt in water, it is homogeneous mixture. Salt solid, water liquid, salt completely dissolved in water, hence they exist in only one phase, that is liquid phase. When you remain it undisturbed for a long time, then also the salt particles are not settled at the bottom. It means that they are stable. Last one, the uniform distribution of the particles means when we take that glass and drink the water from each part of the glass, upper part, middle part, lower part, but the taste will be same, that is the salty taste. It indicates that the particles are uniform distributed. The particles are uniform distributed. And last one, it does not show Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect means that scattering of beam of light through the solution. Scattering of beam of light through the solution due to the particles. Due to the particles means, suppose it is the beam of light. When it passing through the solution, then suppose the path of the light is scatters, then it is called as Tyndall effect. Then it is called as Tyndall effect. But homogeneous mixture does not show Tyndall effect, and heterogeneous mixture shows Tyndall effect. Means scattering of light in heterogeneous, but in homogeneous no scattering of light. It is all about the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Let's we start with our lesson, that is the solution. Solution is nothing but the true solution. Then we start the concept from the true solution or solution. Then if you want to write it, then pause the video and then write it. Then first of all, definition of true solution. Once again, to revise and to remember, the true solution is nothing but simply called as solution. Then solution is defined as we learn that solution is the homogeneous mixture. Then we start from this part. Solution is defined as solution is homogeneous mixture. Solution is homogeneous mixture of two or more substance, 2 or more substance which exist in only one phase containing one solvent and remaining are solute, called as solution. Called as solution. In short, we also write the second definition like that. Solution is defined as the solution is homogeneous mixture. The solution is homogeneous mixture in which solute is completely dissolved in solvent. Solute is completely dissolved in solvent and exists in only one phase. And exists in only one phase. Both definitions are the same one, but for our convenience point, we turn the definition as first solute is dissolved in solvent. Solute is dissolved in solvent. I just repeat the definition. Solution is the homogeneous mixture of 2 or more substance in which solute is completely dissolved in solvent is called as solution. Then from this definition we just write the one equation like that. Solute dissolved in solvent gives solution. Solute dissolved in solvent gives solution. Then which substance or which components are called as solute? Solvent. Now we learn about the solution. Their remaining are the two one. One is the solute and other is the solvent. Then first we start the solute. Solute is defined as it is the component of solution which present in less amount. It is the component of solution which present in less amount called as solute and which dissolve in solvent. Which dissolve in solvent called as solute. Then solvent present in more amount in solution and in which solute is dissolved. Called as solvent. Means solute component of solution. Which is present in less amount than solvent. Which dissolve in solvent. Who dissolve? Solute dissolve. And in which it dissolve? In solvent. Next one, the percentage of solute is always less than 50%. That is 49.9%. Up to this mark, the solute present in the solution and solvent always more than 50%. It is less than 50% and it is more than 50%. Means when the composition of solute increases, means we increase the amount of solute in the solution and the amount increases more than 50%, then it not remains as the solute. It again converted that solvent and if we decrease the percentage of solvent less than the percentage of solute, then solute becomes solvent and solvent becomes solute. Means percentage of solute is always less than 50% and percentage of solvent is always more than 50%. Next one is that in solution, it is important term, in solution there is only one solvent. There is only one solvent. In solution there is only one solvent and solute may be, and solutes are may be 1, 2 or more than 1 or more than 2. Means in solution the solvent must be only one solvent. Solute you take as usual, as your convenience, that 1 solute, 2 solute, 3 solute, 4 solute, but solvent must be one. There is no 2 solvent. Solute may be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it may be, but the solvent is always only one. Then we learn in this bit solute dissolve in solvent gives solution and characteristic of the solution. Then solute, the component of solution which is present in less amount. Second, solute which is dissolved in solvent. Solvent, it is component of solution which is present in more amount and in which solute is dissolved. Solvent in which solute dissolved. By taking one simple example, we revise this concept. Salt plus water gives salt solution. Salt plus water gives salt solution. Here salt is solute, water is solvent, and the salt solution. Why salt is solute? Because it is present in less amount and salt dissolve in water. Hence salt is solute, water is solvent. Why water is solvent? Because it is present in more amount than solute and in which salt is dissolved. Hence it is solvent, it is salt, and both commonly called as salt solution. Means a solution in which salt dissolve in water called as salt solution. By taking this base, we will learn about more about the solution in the next week. Then again the same method, if you want to write, then pause the video and then write it. Then it is our base, which is the simple one, salt dissolved in water, that is salt solution. We prepare a simple but concrete base to learn the whole lesson. Solution. Solute plus solvent gives solution. We take one very simple example, that is salt dissolved in water gives salt solution. By this example, we learn so many things in the chemistry related to the solution. First, salt is the solute, water is the solvent, and both combined. When salt dissolve in water, it forms salt solution. Means it is solute, solvent, and solution. Then we start to classification of solution. Classification of solution depending upon. Classification of solution depending upon. First, amount of solute. Second, type of solvent. Third, amount of solvent. Fourth, type of solute and solvent. And fifth, number of components present in solution. Then we start from the number of components present in the solution. First, classification depending upon number of components present in solution. Number of components present in solution. Then in this part, first we learn about that here solute, solvent, then it form solution. Then example is the salt dissolved in water gives salt solution. Salt is one component, water is one component. Then we combine called as binary solution, means two component. Bi means two. Then it is the binary solution in which one solute dissolved in one solvent. One solute dissolved in one solvent. The example, again on the same example, that is salt solution. It is the one binary solution. Second one is the trinary solution. Trinary solution. As the name says, that three. But who are the three? One is solvent. In solution always only one solvent. In solution only one solvent and two are solute. In binary solution one solvent, two solute. In binary solution one solute, one solvent, and in trinary solution there is two solute, one solvent. Example, saline water. Example, saline water, or only simple saline. What is the saline? You know that in hospital there is a one solution which contains salt, sugar, which dissolve in water. This solution is called as saline. Then third one, tetranary or quaternary. Tetranary or quaternary solution. Quaternary solution is the solution in which three solute. How many solute? How many solute? Three solute and one solvent. Three solute and one solvent. Both here three solute, one solvent. Combined called as four components. Combined called as four components. Hence it is tetranary or quaternary solution. Example, the same one, that is we oftenly use in dry days, sunny days, that is nimbu pani. It contains that salt, sugar, lemon drops and water. In this, the salt, in this salt, sugar, lemon drops, these are three are the solute. These are solute. How many solute? Three solute. And only one, that is water, is the solvent. How many solvent there? Only one. Then 3 plus 1, then it is the four component system. What? Four component system, and it is called as tetranary or quaternary. When you add some ingredient like that rasna, then it is pentanary. Again add some flavor, then it is hexanary. Means the number of components decide the type of solution. It is the first type which depending upon the number of components present in the solution. I hope that you learn it. Then if you want to write again the same process, pause it and write it. Then next classification. This classification is depending upon the solvent used. Solvent used means nature of solvent. Nature of solvent or type of solvent. Nature of solvent or type of solvent. Then in this classification, most of the solute dissolve in water. Hence water is called as universal solvent. We learned it in previous classes that most of the things in the world, they are mostly dissolved in water. All things, no, most of the things they dissolve. Hence most of the solutions are aqueous solutions. Aqueous solutions mean, here from the name aqueous you know that when solvent is water, when solvent used is water, then it is called as aqueous solution. Example, you write any one, that is sardine, water, the common example of solution. It is a simple example, but it explains most of the terms in the solution. When solvent used as a water, then it is aqueous solution. Then if we not use the water, then it is called non-aqueous. Then it is called non-aqueous, means water not used. That is called non-aqueous solution. Then what is the definition of non-aqueous solution? When solvent used is other than water. When solvent used is other than water. Other than water. Then it is called as non-aqueous. When solvent used is other than water, then it is called as non-aqueous. Then not in non-aqueous, you write any one solution. For example, ammonical solution. The name itself indicates that the solvent used is ammonia. The solvent used is ammonia. Then it is called ammonical solution. Then alcoholic solution. When solvent used is alcohol. Benzylic